We're back. We're ready to learn how to actually multiply matrices now that we know it will work. Okay, now if you go to your textbook, and whoever does that, they have this little cheat sheet thing for you that says, remember the sizes have to be the same, and they give you this cheat sheet for 2 by 2. That's great if all you ever want to multiply are 2 by 2 matrices. So I'm going to go over that, but then we're going to look at the way that I want you to kind of remember it, better than just a formula. So what they tell you, remember 2 by 2 and 2 by 2, what they tell you is to take A, the one right here, and multiply it by E. A times E. And to that, we're going to add B times G. Okay? To get this spot way over here, okay, remember this is going to be another answer. We're going to do A times F, and we're going to do B times H, and then we're going to add them together, okay? For this spot, we're going to take C times E, and we're going to take D times G, and we're going to add them together. And to get our very last part of the matrix, we're going to say C times F, and we're going to take D times H, and we're going to add them together. Now, you could follow this formula. You could have it on your study card and just go with it. That works. But sometimes I think it might be better to understand where this comes from. So I'm going to talk to you about that, and I call it finding the location. So you know this is a 2 by 2, and this is a 2 by 2, and the numbers in the middle are the same, so our answer is a 2 by 2. So I'm going to draw out 4 lines to represent the numbers. And let's look at where this spot is. Well, it's a part of the first row and the first column. So find all the numbers in the first row. Find all the numbers in the first column. This comes from the first matrix. This comes from the second. And we're going to put them together. So we get A times E, and we get B times G, and we add them, and we're done. Okay? Let's go on to this one, and this is second row, still in the first column. So where's the second row? Right here. First column, oh, this one right here, and we do C times E, and then D times G, and add up the products, okay? If you notice, I'm using different color markers. This may help you too. All right, now what about this one? Well, this is still first row, but it's part of the second column. So first row is right here. First column is right here. So we get A times F and B times H. Multiply them, and then you can add them, okay? And then we have one more. This is second row, second column. So in the first matrix, we're going to use the second row, C and D. And in the second matrix, because it's listed second, we get the second column, and that's F and H. Multiply them, add them together, okay? So this works for any size matrix, okay? Now, you are probably going to limit yourself to 2 by 2 and 2 by 2. An occasional challenging one that's different. So once again, sure, go back, follow this, or think about location. And I'm going to teach thinking about location. So we're going to do 2 examples. This is why your homework is not going to have 37 problems or your classroom exercises, because there's a lot of work going on. All right, so here's our first example. Follow along, really work with me. Pause me if you need to think, okay? So what is this? This is a 2 by 2, and this is a 2 by 2. So numbers in the middle are the same, so I know my answer is going to be a 2 by 2, okay? You'll notice I'm leaving myself lots of room okay? We're eventually going to want an answer, but we're going to have to do a lot of work to get there, okay? So this first spot is first row, first column, right? So we find our numbers in the first row, and then we go next door to find them in the first column. And we say 2 times 1 and negative 3 times 3. Well, that gives me 2 and negative 9, so it's negative 11. Oh, no, it's not. Silly Mrs. Roth. It's negative 7, okay? So let's go, which one you want to do next? Oh, this one? Okay. So this is the second row and the first column. So second row right here, and we're still working with the first column. So we've got 1 and 5, and over here we've got 1 and then 3. And notice how the first ones pair up and the next ones pair up. So 1 times 1 is 1, plus 15, well that is 16, okay? Let's go on. This spot is a part of the first row, but it's also a part of the second column. So first row, circle it, and now I need the second column. Oh yeah, I haven't used that yet, okay? So I've got 2 and negative 3. What's the 2 going to pair with? Negative 4 and negative 2. Okay? So multiplying, you get negative 8 plus 6, which is negative 2. All right? Last one is this bottom one. It's second row, second column. So bottom and to the far right. So we pick the bottom and to the far right. So we've got 1 and 5. 1 is going to be multiplied by this guy, which is negative 4. And the 5 goes along with the second one, negative 2. So 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. And your answer is negative 14. So you're done. If you want to make this a little bit easier to read, you could just write it in negative 7, negative 2. What do we have here for an answer? 16. And right here, it's negative 14. And we're done. Okay? Let's do one more. We'll keep with our 2 by 2s. We're going to move, so if you get motion sick, just hang in there. Okay. So, once again, it's a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 2. So, ones in the middle are the same. That means our answer is possible, and it is a 2 by 2. So, blank, 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 blank. Okay? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to find this first spot, first row, first column. So, upper row on the left, first column, and we say negative 3 times 1, and then we say 3 times negative 3. Well, you get negative 3 plus a negative 9, so that's negative 12. Okay, now let's bring on the colors. All right, let's go to this one next. This is second row, first column. And even if you forget how to describe them, let's see, it's at the bottom. Find the bottom, and it's on the left. So find the left. And we've got 1 times 1 and negative 2 times negative 3. So let's do the multiplication. 1 plus 6, well, that's just 7. Easy enough. Okay, let's get some more colors involved here. So we come over here. This is the first row, second column. Remember, it's a part of the top, and it's a part of the far right one. So we say negative 3 times 5 and 3 times negative 2. Now don't forget, multiply them, and you get negative 5 and negative 6, and we're just adding them, and you get negative 21. Last one, almost there. This is second row, second column, or bottom right, and we say we've got 1, and we're going to use a -2. So what do we match the 1 up with? The 5. And what do we match the -2 up with? The -2. And then we say 1 times 5 is 5. -2 times -2 is +4, and it gives us 9. Now, really busy. I'll find it if I have to, but maybe more helpful to rewrite. And you get -12. You get -21. You get 7. And you get 9. Lots of work, and I know you're not going to run around at 30 doing this all the time, but have you learned a process and can you apply it? So we're going to practice this, and I'll see you in a while. Bye.